Mhm. Welcome once again. Welcome. From wherever you are watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. In part of the world now, the world is not having the same time. So that is why I say good morning, good afternoon, or depending on when you watch it. Maybe you watch it in the night, good evening. When you watch in the afternoon, good afternoon. When you watch in the morning, good morning. This is Joyful Space TV, and my name is Joy. I'm here to talk about parenting. Yeah, not just parents, to talk about parenting. This parenting aspect that I want to talk about, I just dropped one video down there, and that video I talk about Christland School in Nigeria. What happened there? That's because I wore the same dress, so that is another video. It has nothing to do with this one. This one is all about parenting. So I want to talk about parenting in general, in Europe, in Nigeria. Why I'm talking about parenting because some time ago, you see, there was a lot of time. Let's talk generally. In this Europe, at times governments do take children. Yeah. And when governments will take children, they will not be talking about, they will say the parents of that children that governments take. They always claim to be a victim. I have done nothing. I have done nothing. I have done nothing. Nay, it's impossible that you have done nothing. Governments cannot just take your child. They are not crazy. They don't know you. Not to talk of this. Maybe you had misunderstanding with them. Nay, they don't know you. It's a question of you have done something, but you are ignorant of what you did. You did something. You are ignorant of it. So this is one of the things I want to talk about today. And this kind of topic will be coming often. Not that it will be coming. Yeah, I will be talking about it at times. At times you cannot just remember everything at once. The one you still remember, you will still make video on it. Maybe after some time, the one you remember, you still make video on it. The one I remember now that I want to make video on is that when government take our children, we parents, we normally feel, that is, how am I going to say it? We feel innocent. I didn't do anything. Whereas some know that they have done something, but they will cover it and they will think that the government is not aware. Some. But those ones will still come out to preach that they are innocent. Why some are really not aware of where they have gone wrong. It doesn't mean that they have not gone wrong. They have gone wrong. But they are not clue of where they have gone wrong. So that is what I want to talk about today. So there are many reasons why governments take children. I'm going to talk about few of them. When other reasons will still come out, I will still talk about it. When it still comes to my memory, I will still come and talk about it. Our Nigerians believe that, not Nigerians, our African mothers in general, they believe, like the other video I make down, I've just said it that my eyes, I have the problem of, it's a kind of, I don't know, my eyes used to bring out tears by itself, and under most, I will have to dry it. So if people shouldn't be thinking of something else that, maybe this person have not back this, that, no, it's not that. It's that I have my eyes, you have that defect to be bringing out tears by itself. And if you bring that tears, if I did not dry it, oh God, I will not have peace. I will not be comfortable to do something else. I will be saying it frequently, in the channel, more people are viewing, more people are, it's not just only the people that is viewing. New person might still view. So when you say that thing, that person will still say it. You can't just say, I've said it before. No. You have to repeat it because of the new person that have not watched the old channel, please. So, as I'm saying, there are many reasons why government take children. The few ones that comes to my mind now that I want to talk about, it's not only beating you. I'm telling you, it's not only beating. It is number one. Beating is included. Shouting is included because government believe that your shouting, it damages the brain of the children. We African mothers, we don't believe that. We feel like I'm a shouting. What does that mean? I beg John, shouting. What shouting won't do? Yeah, it make them to be not able to be concentrating. It make them to be shocking. It make children to be afraid. It make them to be insecure. As you understand? So that is why before government we add shouting into the matter, is because the experts, that is the doctors, they have studied and they know. You understand? So that is why they include it. They are not just stupid. It's not just because we are shouting or something like that name. So that is just that. So one of the reasons is not just beating, as African people believe. It is also involved with shouting, because they believe that shouting, it disturbs it damages the brain of children. And yeah, we African mothers, as I said, we don't believe that shouting, it damages children. It makes them to be insecure. It makes them not to be able to be concentrating. Yeah, I'm telling you. You understand? When you ask them to bring it, okay. They will not concentrate. They want to quickly do what you said so that you will not shout. I know we African parents, we cannot stop shouting. Because shouting is part of us. It's our way of talking. For us, it's just normal. There are different categories of shouting. Yeah. There are some kind of extreme, because even the white people, they shout, but there are some kind of extreme shouting that can really, that is disorganize somebody, especially children. It makes them to be scared. It makes them to be disorganized. It makes them to not to be able to concentrate. It makes them to be shocking. It makes them to be afraid. This is the few I can talk about. But when you meet real doctors, they will add more and more. So please, we mothers, we should be, we know that it's not easy. We should be, I'm not counting myself out of sweet too. I'm not a saint. We should try and be, and be limiting, the way we shout. That's just what is among it. And when it all comes to that beating, I'm totally against it. I know it's very hard. It's very, very hard, I tell you. Oh, the temptations are there. We know how children are. They can drive you crazy. The temptations are there. But we need to hold ourselves. I'm telling you. Just give example to yourself. Just make example with yourself. If somebody hits you now, maybe your husband or your partner or an adult, or maybe you do something wrong, like police at times, they can hit criminal, especially like in Nigeria. Somebody hits you, you are not going to find it funny. It's going to be very, very painful. So put yourself in the position of another person. Just as God has said that love your neighbor as yourself. Just put yourself. I think we are talking of Osinachi now. We are all pity. Oh, Osinachi, oh, Osinachi, oh, Osinachi. We are talking of domestic violence and we are all against it. Please, mothers. It's the same thing for the children. It's the same thing. Exactly the same thing for the children. Just that children are children, that they cannot talk, they cannot challenge you, they cannot fight you, does not mean that they don't feel pains. They feel pains, a lot of pains. They feel it. So that is my opinion. Also when I was talking about shouting also make children to feel humiliated. You see, I just remember it now because there was a parental course that I went to. So I saw it with my own eyes and see how children are how they feel humiliated, how they so disagree. At times, what you did not say out, your face will talk about it. Our face is our reaction. Do you understand? Our own face is our reaction. So the same thing to children. In fact, I advise every mother to go to that parental course. That parental course will make you to see it that they call it COOP. COOP. I don't know how to write it. Whether COOP, it can be COOP or it can be COPE. I don't know which one is correct, but I know that there is a parental course which I attended. Now make me to change my mind. Me, before I was an African mother, a no-nonsense mother. Now we have it in our blood. So just go to that parental course. You will know what I'm talking about. Understand? You will know that children, they feel exactly the same thing that you feel. They feel exactly the same way that you feel as an adult. So you as an adult, when your husband will beat you, when your partner will beat you, when your boyfriend will beat you, you will complain, you will feel pains, you will cry, you will nag. A child cannot do it. You are doing those things because for you it is bad. For you it is injustice. For you it is an inhuman behavior. But you are doing it to a child. So that child you are doing it to is also a human being. Every sentiment that you feel when someone will hit you as an adult, the same thing a child is feeling as a child. Being a child does not make them less human. It doesn't make them less human. They are human just like adults. So now, since some years ago, since I went to that parental course, not only that parental course, so that make me to, to be engaged hating children. Yeah. It's not just that. But this parental course now seal the thing. Now give me the certificate. Now make me see reasons why no human being should be hit. Even animals. Anything that have breath. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. According to what I said, I'm totally engaged. I have mentioned two things now. I have mentioned two things. I mentioned shouting. I mentioned hating. Now we go to the third step. The third step is when a child is unkept. Yeah. When your child is unkept, you don't bath them, or if you bath them, you bath them anyhow. God of Israel. The one that you did not bath will be better. When you carry sponge, once that sponge pass here, before 1 second, that sponge have finished your own hand. You see, you bath with sponge. It's not a bath. So, when your children are unkept, because some years ago, there was a woman that cried out in Germany that they took her 8-year-old child. What was the reason? He said that the mother were not bathing her. That 8-year-old was bathing by herself. So when the teachers I don't know, I don't think they just went purposely to go and look at the EL. Maybe there might be something that carried them there, and they now say that the EL were totally, oh, you know, a child now. A child cannot bath itself, just as an adult will do. Not that 8 years old, you cannot say once in a while bath by yourself. You as a mother, you need to do the re-bathing for that child. Maybe, you know, children now, at times they want to do it by themselves. They want to feel like they are growing. Yeah, give them that privilege once in a while. Allow them to bath by themselves. But it is the duty of a mother to maintain her own child. You understand? So, that's what I'm saying. As I'm saying, so just according to what I'm saying, lack of maintenance can also, when your children are attacked with their dress and not clean. I'm not talking of buying Macau, because some people, I don't want to mention names, because if I mention their names, I know they will come for me. They will say, go to Zara, go to Nenemi, go to Nenemi. Ija, if person not go Zara, I know wear clothes again. Eh? The important is that the cloth is clean. You wash it and it is clean. That's what matters. Like they were talking about a kid children's shoe last time. You understand me? What's concerning kid children, the shoe that the important is that the shoe is clean. Your house where you live should be clean. Your environment, your children, the skin. In fact, they should perfume. Huh? Perfume. Oh, who is this person disturbing my peace, for God's sake? Huh? What's your mama, you know, will rest. So, as I'm saying, and as I said, your environment should be clean. Your apartment, your children, even if you are working, please. It's not an excuse. Because some people that are working, hey, Chineke, God of Israel. I'm not saying, because myself, even if I'm working, my house must be neat. Even if it takes me to go and sleep, wake up, and come and tidy the house and go and sleep again, I will do anything, any kind of sacrifice, because I hate dirty. That's just me. So even if you are working, it's not an excuse. Some people will say, because I'm working, I'm tired. They will do hours that they are not supposed to do. They will do all of them together. And their house, that is, you can't even breathe. Yeah. Like me now, I don't go to somebody's house. I have get that kind of bad behavior, because if you go to some people's house, you can't breathe. When they are cooking, they don't open window. They don't open the window. Cold. Oh, which kind of cold? Cold not the keep person, excuse me. Even if you put on clothes, they will dress, look at it. They will dress like with singlet. And say cool. When you dress like as if you are in the winter, you will not feel cold. You understand me? You won't feel cold. So dress properly. I'm not saying open the window from beginning to the end of when you are cooking. If it is too cold, later you still open it for 5 minutes. Later you still open it for 5 minutes. You still close it. You open it. You close it. All the time. When you are done cooking, then open the window wide. Why not? I understand. You know some Europe country, their heater bill, I not go there. Oh. I understand. Even if I leave such a place, I cannot tolerate the odor of food. I hate odors. In fact, I hate bad odor. I'm allergic to it. So it's one of the reasons why I always like to be on my way. One of the reasons, because me coming to your house, I cannot pretend, and I do not want, how am I going to say it? I don't want you to notice it that I'm feeling uncomfortable in your house. I know you will not like it. So rather, I prefer doing my friendship on phone. Minus that, I don't even have that friendship so much. Like the few that I have is on phone. So that is that. Dirtiness. Your children are not clean. I've talked about the third one. The one that come in my mind now. You know, when parents are not also that dirtiness, let me add, when parents are not also living a good life. When you have packed too much visitors put in your house. When you are not living a decent life. When you are not living a decent life, You know, children now, you cannot cover their mouth. It's their nature you cover. Why? Because anything they see, they carry it to school to go and tell their friends. When you don't live a decent life, when you smoke, you alcohol, you discotheque, however you want to call it, when you pack visitors up and down, when your children, they are not at peace, fighting. When you fight all the time, whether with your partner or with whoever you live with. It's not only when you fight with your man, whoever you live with, fighting. Because European government will say that, you did not respect the children. You know, fighting can lead to anything. What of as if people are fighting, bro, and you want to fall. You fall on top of the child. You fall on top of children. And you understand? And the children, they will get wound. You understand? Oh, this video is getting long. So, fighting, please. Our mothers, please, I beg. Or quarreling. You know those kind of quarreling with high voice. You know, we African now. Myself, I be African. The last one I did my own. The last one should be more than 2 years ago. If I still remember, I'm still ashamed of myself. That was another reason that make me to say lie. Instead of me and somebody to come and be, because I know when I'm annoyed, when I'm annoyed, oh God, you will hate me. For that reason, when I remember that my behavior, that is not human behavior, it's an animal. You know, when all these white people will call us that we are animals, we will be annoyed. But it's truth, our behavior. We are not a decent, quiet person. We know. We are so different from them. When we are in the bus, wherever we are, our attitude is so different from their own. You see? So we should learn. That is the I forget. What are they calling it? Integrate. That is integration they are talking about. Going to school is integration. Not only going to school, my people. Also, change your manners. That is another way of integrating. Not just be behaving like a market people, shouting like village people, talking on the street, rah, 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 when they're on the phone, when they're inside bus, making the environment uncomfortable. That is integration. Understand? So, It's another way, shouting. When you quarrel with whoever, you are shouting with whoever, when you are fighting with whoever, government is also. When children are there, oh God, they don't take it lightly. A lot of people, they are taking their children because they were fighting, because they were quarreling. We know. So, that is that one. The last that I remember now, I know the list, because this video has become so long and I didn't want it to be long like this before. When you have children that are not well-mannered, hey, Chineke, God of Israel. You people remember that woman that were always shouting on Facebook when German First Lady were giving the woman advice what to do to get her child back? She were crying that the woman had 5 children, I think so, or 3 or 4 children. She gave birth to that child right from Libya or something like that. That she struggled together with that child from Libya. So when they take that child away, it paid her a lot. I don't know whether they have given her back. I'm talking of, it happened in Germany. So it paid her so much. We were crying that child, they suffered together for Libya, this, that. Why do they take that child away? It's not because the mother were beating her. According to, they said that child were too making gra. I have had some cases like that. When a child is not decent, when a child make the environment that he or she is staying, it make that environment to be uncomfortable, they will take that child. They will take that child because you, as a parent, hence, you are not able to take care of that child. They will take that child and help you to take care of that child, because your child cannot just be making gra. Making the environment, maybe in the class or wherever you are in the supermarket, making the people that is together with him or her uncomfortable. They will take that child. You as a mother, you can see it that, oh, my child is very social, or you as a father or as a parent, generally, you can say that, my child is very social, he's playing, is this, is that. That is not social. There are different ways of being social. There are social, but when your child is, how are they calling it, whether it's overreacting or so, there's something they call it in this Google, when a child is, it doesn't take time, it doesn't stay in one place, it's always overactive. Is that the right word? Let me call it overactive. Maybe, yeah, they never stay calm one place. I beg. Before the government will come for you, seek for help by yourself. Either you use your wisdom to be able to subdue that child. Wisdom, I'm not saying you should beat you. I'm not saying you should beat you, but what I mean is that try to be able to, when they take a child, for any motive that they take a child, it's always painful, always very, very painful. For it not to come to that extent, if you don't know now that when a child is hyperactive, it's another motive why government will take it. They are not taking it to punish that child or to punish the parent. They are taking that child and telling you, when you have calmed down, like, normally when I said, the first motive, I said that when they take children from parents, they will be saying, I'm innocent, I didn't do anything. You are not innocent, I beg. You did some one way or the other. You were wrong, or you were ignorant of what's happening around you, or you overlook, or you close eye, you don't want to see it, or you close your ear, you don't want to listen to advice, or you say that, God forbid. We're Africans now. Everything I be, God forbid, not my portion, God forbid. Now lie, a lie. Do your part and let God do his part. God will do the spiritual aspect, while you, as a person, will do the physical and the practical part. God is not coming down to come and do the practical part or to come and do the physical part. If it is physical or practical that needs somebody that will do it for you, God will still make you one way or the other, you and that person, or maybe you are the one to apply, or maybe you are the one to look for. Like that co-parenting with that parent education we're telling you. I seek for it by myself. Yeah, it's not any legal who any social worker who apply it for me. Nay, I sought for it by myself because I see that I was in need of it. When I met a social worker, I said, please, so I need so and so parent course. I mentioned it. He said, you don't know. I said, no, you must know it because you are a social worker. She said, she finished thinking, oh, now I remember. I saw, please, we Africans, we should stop of all this, God forbid, it's not my portion, it's not my deed. That is how you will say it's not my portion, it's not my portion. The thing will not come and it will come and hit your head. You will be there. God forbid. What somebody need to do, what you need to do practically, something that you need to do physically, you need to do practically. They will be praying. In life, there is theory, there is practical, and there is also a spiritual aspect. So that is what I'm trying to say. So the spiritual aspect of everything, God will do his own part. The physical aspect of everything, you will do your own. And the practical, you will do your own. So I end my case here. I pray that God give anybody that come across this video, God give you people, how am I going to say it, the wisdom, knowledge to understand this vital information that I've just given, that whoever come across this video should not ignore it. Whoever come across this video should share it, because it's very painful. There is nothing that pain for the beginning when they will take your child away. My dear, I don't wish anybody to pass it. I know that God, my own is already back. God have returned my own back, and I will never have any daughter any child that will be taken away again, because I have learned my lesson, and I am well informed of what not to. Or at times when I'm exaggerating, I will quickly, my battery is running down. Excuse me. Wait. Or when I feel like I'm exaggerating, I will quickly, draw myself back, as you understand. So I pray that God give anybody that come across this video, God should give you people, should give you the spirit of listening, to listen to it, not to ignore it. Even if you are not a parent that you don't need it, but someone else might need it. Share it to your WhatsApp, share it to your social media platform, so that someone who is in need will see it and and make use of it. Please do not ignore it. Very important. Very important. Don't wait for it to happen to you first. I wish I listened at the beginning when people were also advising me. It would have not happened to me. But you know that kind of a thing now. No, I trust my child. No, God forbid. It should not happen. I can't bash it. No, we're praying. Midnight prayer. Prayer and egg by. There is time for prayer. There is time for physical aspects. We're in Europe. We're not in Nigeria. Europe is a law-abiding country. When you call upon God in the physical aspect, in the spiritual aspect, God will definitely do his own. Whether you are a sinner or not, God does not judge. He doesn't look. But you don't fail to do your part. So this is why I pray that God give you guys, anybody who come across this video, the spirit of listening, to listen and understand, to not ignore it, and to be able to share it to other platforms. Please share this video and let it go viral, because it's not a joke for your child to be taken away from you. So we need to be alert. We need to know what to do. Okay. Here I have, this video is very long. I come to the end of this video. Sorry guys if it is too long, but it was very, very important. It's long time I have been in my mind, but I will be saying tomorrow, as I will just later my message, just go and do this video, and I came to do it. So please, that is it. So as I said, my name is Joy, and you are in Joyful Space TV. Thank you for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments. Leave your comments. Let us interact. Understand? Let's interact. Yeah. Let us talk about it. Let me hear your opinion. Let me see if you have learned one or two things. Or let me hear your also experience. If it didn't happen to you, maybe it happened to someone that was close to you. Or you also had it happened to someone, you had it from social media that it happened to somebody. Let's interact. Please join this family. Okay. Bye. Till next time. Bye-bye.